Hey everybody, we are starting seeds today and we're going to be doing onions and tomatoes, some feverfew, which is medicinal, as well as some lavender and rosemary. And so what we're using today to start is a soil blocker. Can you show that? This idea from another homesteader, and we're going to give this a try for the very first time. So what you need to do is you need to prepare your soil for the soil blocker. And it has to be nice and moist so that it's able to be packed inside of the soil blocker. That's what we're going to start with, is getting our soil ready. We'll put it in a tray. We have our warming mat heating, and I'm going to show you that right now. So this is our warming mat. James, where did we get this?
We got that on Amazon.
We got it on Amazon. It wasn't very expensive. We could probably use two, but we just got one to start because we weren't sure if we would like it. As you can see, we're in our basement. It's not very glamorous. This is the shelf that we're going to be starting seeds on. Is also our canned goods and pantry overflow shelf. There's a bathroom in the background, so again, not a glamorous space. We also have some stuff that we are working on getting rid of, just like an old freezer that we need somebody to haul away. So our basement's messy, but it works for now. We have our, like I said, our feverfew. These are shallots, globe onions, mortgage lifter tomatoes. This is a triple L, rosemary, and then these are just some dollar store peppers. And we actually had luck with those last year, so we're gonna try them again, even though they're technically last year's seed. We find that year-old seed still germinates just fine most of the time for us. So the feverfew is medicinal. I believe one of the things it does is an anti-inflammatory, and you guys know if you've watched our previous videos, we're all about anti-inflammatories. Shallots are delicious, onions are life, hello, they go in everything. The mortgage lifters, James was really excited about. Now, most of these we came from Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. This one is from Burgess, and like I said, that one's just a dollar store one. And then how we get started planning everything is we first do a rough draft. So this is our journal rough draft. We have two main garden plots, and then actually behind this garden plot is a half-acre field, which we will also be planting in this year. But for now, we just focus on our two main plots because these are already composted, fertilized, tilled, and we've had great germination and great growing rates on both of these plots. So we'll start with these two, and then we will decide what we need in our overflow patch, which will probably be like pumpkins and vining fruits and vegetables. Here is our tray that will hold everything, and here is our soil blocker.
Yep. So we have a mix of seed starting potting mix. Yes, we mixed some Miracle-Gro potting soil for seed starting and some soil we had left over from last year in a flower pot in the garage. You dampen it so that it will pack. And then this is our first time using this, so hopefully it works. You have to really pack it in tight. And like I said, make sure it's damp. Make sure you add some water so that it's damp. And then pack it in really, really tight. And we'll see if this works.
It worked. Look at those. How cool is that? Yay!
I can restart.
Babe, how much do you love the soil blocker?
I love it, love it, love it. This is so cool.
This is working amazing. We totally recommend that you buy one of these, guys.
We'll see how it works out with the rest of the year, with, once the plants are started, hopefully.
Yeah, once they're...
So basically you pack it in here, and there's little nubbins, we'll call them, that leave a little divot here for your seed to go down in. It's pretty neat.
Right, and so I have our warming mat plugged in here, and it's already nice and warm, which is perfect. So we're really excited. And then we were thinking, so this window here is facing the south, so these seedlings will get southern exposure throughout the day. And you can see all the snow and ice I was talking about earlier. So they'll get nice southern exposure through the day. They have the warming mat, and then we also have a grow light that we'll be putting here up above. So they will be good to go. We really invested in seed starting supplies this year, more so than ever before, because our germination rate last year was only about 50%. It was pretty disappointing. In fact, my lavender didn't come up at all.
We also didn't stratify it.
We didn't stratify it, which we learned about that process. We still have to do that for the lavender. My rosemary didn't come up, and several of our peppers died. So we're hoping that with this investment that we've made with these seed starting supplies this year, we'll have better luck. Something that my brother does to start his tomato plants, which I think this is hilarious. He starts his tomato seeds in the bathtub under a grow light. They're like his little babies anyway. So if you have an extra bathtub running around your house, a bathroom you don't use, you can always start your seeds in that, which is a great idea. Unfortunately, both of our bathrooms are used pretty frequently, so that's not an option for us. But I thought that was really funny and a good idea. So yeah, we're coming along. You can see. Ta-da! All right, so I am gonna start preparing our labels. We don't have popsicle sticks, so I'm using clothespins. I thought that would be like, I could just clip them on around the tray. So I'm gonna give this a try. I'm gonna start preparing our labels, and I'm also gonna show you our grow light. So let me show you that. Ta-da! Meet our grow light. This grow light came from Lowe's. It was only $40. We hope that it works. We didn't really want to order one online because partly the mail people have been having trouble getting back here because our road is just a dirt road and it's winter. So yeah, we bought this at Lowe's. We'll hope that it works. And then here's my labeling supplies.
Sell these products. This is just for us. This is what works best for us. So you figure out what works well for you and go from there. Alright, so like I said, this is a mixture of potting soil that we had left over from a flower pot last year, mixed with some Miracle-Gro
Seed starting
potting mix. Again, this works for us. So that's just to start the seeds. Once they go out in the garden, they do not get any extra fertilizer. They get chicken poop compost, and we have chicken poop we put on the garden that we did already. We will sprinkle on some Epsom salts and do a few other things, which we'll talk to you about that once we actually get stuff planted in the ground outside. But yeah, once it's outside, they don't get any Miracle-Gro, any of that kind of stuff. It's natural. So yeah. Also, we were looking at a few of our other our mortgage lifter tomatoes and our mix of peppers. So we're going to wait another probably 2 or 3 weeks to start them. We're about 13 weeks out from our last frost date. So yeah, we're going to start our global onions. Can you do it? Here, let me help you. Ready? Here, move your fingers. Don't pinch yourself. There you go. Hold on to it. Ready?
Yay! So we have our seed journal. A friend gave us this planner for Christmas and it's actually become our seed and gardening journal. James keeps track of temperatures, highs and lows, and weather in it every few days, and then we're keeping track of our seeds in it. So I'm going to just write down how many plants we started and the date today. So how many feverfew? We did 5, right?
Yep.
And then we didn't do any mortgage lifter yet. We did 10 globos, 10 shallots, is that right?
Yep.
10 rosemary?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We didn't do any triple L's yet. And yeah, so for us, and they are sitting on that warming mat. We'll see in the next 10 to 14 days what our germination rate is. And then what we're going to do in 2 weeks is we will start our tomatoes and peppers, and we'll switch these guys off the warming mat into the grow light and get those guys on the warming mat. And that's it for today. We hope that you got some ideas for starting seeds, and we will definitely update you to let you know what our germination rates are and how everything went. Take care. See you next time.